A kicker controversy that could define our season. A rookie wideout ready to blow up after a devastating injury. And an offense breaking records we haven't seen in 30 years. Chicago is standing at a crossroads. And what happens this week could change the future of the Bears. If you bail now, you'll miss the bomb that's about to go off at Soldier Field. Stick around till the end because this information is exclusive. Not sure if everyone caught what happened right after Monday night's game. But let me just say this: what went down with DJ Moore's nitrogen monoxide small deal. The veteran receiver, the guy who hasn't missed a single game since landing in Chicago, had to stay back in D.C. and was taken to the hospital as a precaution. A groin injury, folks. And Ben Johnson says he's day-to-day, with a short week ahead. We all know what that means in the NFL, and here's what nobody's talking about, but I'm gonna say it loud and clear. This could be the opportunity Luther Burden III has been waiting for. Let me ask you something. Did you see what Burden did in those 15 offensive snaps against Washington? 4 catches on 4 targets, 51 yards, 100% efficiency, people. And get this, that kid's got the highest passer rating on the entire team. When targeted, 146.5. That isn't luck, that's straight up talent. Now let's look at the real numbers. Burden's route participation jumped from 27% in Week 4 to 39% in Week 6 after the bye. And you know what that means. Coaches are seeing something special in this kid. They're increasing his role. And if Moore isn't 100% or worse misses the game against the Saints, I'm calling it now. Luther Burden III is going OFF. And who are the Bears facing this Sunday? A New Orleans defense that's allowed the second most passing touchdowns in the entire league in 2025. You know what that means. It's the perfect storm for a rookie breakout. But here's what's got me a little uneasy. We need DJ Moore. He's our #1 receiver. Consistent since day one. But the NFL is a next person up business. And if Chicago's taught us anything, it's that opportunities come when you least expect them. I'm telling you this straight, Burden has already shown he can be electric both as a receiver and running after the catch. His yak plays have been dynamic. This kid's got something special. And if Ben Johnson's as smart as I think, he's going to find ways to get the ball into Burden's hands even if Moore suits up. Because the reality is this Rome Odunze is a solid receiver. Keenan Allen brings the veteran presence. But Burden's got that X factor that can change a game in one play. And isn't that exactly what this offense needs right now? More unpredictable weapons to keep defenses guessing. The situation's clear. If Moore's limited or can't go, Burden's route share is going to skyrocket this Sunday. I'm predicting at least 6 catches, 80 yards, and maybe his first career touchdown. Mark my words. But the real question is, are the Bears ready to put more responsibility on a rookie during such a crucial moment of the season? Because it's one thing to scheme up a few gadget plays, and a whole different thing to make someone a key part of your game plan. I think yes, this team, with Ben Johnson at the helm, knows you've got to attack when you've got the edge. And against that vulnerable Saints defense, whether DJ Moore's full speed or not, Luther Burden III is about to have his moment. If that surprised you, wait till you hear this, because now we're diving into something nobody wants to talk about. But everybody's thinking, do the Bears have a kicker controversy? Cairo Santos, the man, the captain, the most accurate kicker in Chicago Bears history at 89.2%. The guy who hadn't missed a single game due to injury in 6 years. And now, for the first time, he's got real competition. So let me ask, does he still have this job locked up when he returns? Here's the story. Santos hurt his kicking leg against the Raiders, and that injury has lingered. So Ryan Poles, being the smart GM he is, signed Jake Moody off a practice squad after San Francisco cut him in Week 1. And what did Moody do? Drilled for field goals, including the 38-yarder that sealed the win over Washington. His teammates carried him off the field. Ben Johnson gave him a game ball, from the bottom to the top. Now, much respect to Cairo Santos. Everyone in Chicago respects what he's done. But here's the uncomfortable truth people aren't saying out loud. In the 2025 NFL, where kickers are nailing 55, 57, even 60-yarders like extra points, is it enough to just have a reliable kicker without a big leg? Santos missed a 50-yarder in Week 1 against Minnesota. That became a key play in the Vikings' comeback. His career long is 55, and from beyond 50, he's only at 66%. 66%, folks. Meanwhile, Jake Moody's already hit a 50-7-yarder in the league. He's got the leg. He's got the youth. And he showed against Washington he's got the nerves for the clutch moments. Ben Johnson said this week he wasn't surprised, that they'd seen it in practice for weeks, that he's made big kicks in big games before, and that a change of scenery did him good. You catch that? Change of scenery did him good. Johnson's basically saying Moody needed a fresh start, and he found it in Chicago. Now, let's talk cap space and roster moves. Cairo Santos is earning veteran money. Jake Moody's cheap, young, and has upside. And for a team trying to maximize every dollar to build around Caleb Williams, doesn't it make sense to go with the younger, stronger-legged option? But there's a but. Santos is a captain. He's been here. He's reliable. And in a locker room trying to build culture and camaraderie. Do you turn your back on a pro's pro just because a younger guy had one good game? This is a TOUGH call. No perfect answer here. Stick with Santos and you keep stability and respect the hierarchy. Roll with Moody and you bet on the future and on extra range in tight games. Look at Buffalo for comparison. They started with Tyler Bass. He got hurt, picked up Matt Prater off his couch. And Prater went 10 for 11, including a game winner against the Ravens. Bass is eligible to come back, but guess what? He's still on the sideline. Because Prater's producing. The NFL is a results business, not a feelings one. And if Moody keeps drilling kicks, Cairo Santos might be watching from the sidelines even when fully healthy. But here's my personal take. And I think most of Chicago will agree, give Moody another go this weekend. If he hits 3 or 4 again, especially one from beyond 50, then you've got a real decision to make. But if he misses, if Washington was just a fluke, then you bring Santos back without hesitation. Because end of the day, games are won and lost by THREE points in this league. And we, as an organization that's had our share of kicker drama, know how important confidence is at that position. Moody said it himself, you're only as good as your next kick. And I'll add this, that next kick might decide whether you're the future of the Bears, or just a footnote in our history. And just when you thought we were done, here's something that'll make old-school Bears fans smile. This offense is doing something we haven't seen in Chicago since the days of Dave Wannstedt, Eric Kramer, Rashaan Salam, Jeff Graham, and Curtis Conway. It's 1995 again, folks. Only better. For the first time in 30 years, the Chicago Bears have scored at least 20 points in each of their first 5 games of the season. 30 years. I wasn't even born the last time this happened. Here's what blows my mind in the modern NFL, where offenses have every rule in their favor. You'd think this wouldn't be that big of a deal. But for a franchise like the Bears, built on defense-first mentality, this is huge. Ben Johnson is changing the entire offensive culture. And Caleb Williams is driving this Ferrari that's finally firing on all cylinders. Let's talk numbers. After a slow start the first couple games, Williams is now on pace for 4,008 yards. But here's the stat that really has me fired up. Caleb is the best quarterback in the NFL against the blitz. Read that again, the best. He's completed 24 of 43 for 389 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 0 picks under heavy pressure. In a league where rookie QBs usually crumble under blitzes, Caleb Williams is embracing it. And you know what that tells me? This kid's got something special upstairs. Not just physical talent, mental processing, toughness, that IT factor. And he's getting the help he needs. D'Andre Swift finally decided to show up to the season, running with authority. The O-line's opening lanes. Tight ends are blocking. Receivers are winning their one-on-ones. This is a complete offense, folks. It's not one player, it's a system that works. And here's what really excites me. Look at the upcoming slate. Saints, Ravens, Bengals, Giants, all with losing records. If this offense keeps trending upward against those teams, we could be looking at a 7-game win streak heading into the tough stretch. But here's my honest concern. The 1995 Bears started 6-2 after scoring 20+ in their first 7 games, and then they collapsed to finish 9-7 and missed the playoffs. History could repeat itself if we're not careful. Because in the NFL, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And this franchise has a history of fading down the stretch, but I think this team's different. Ben Johnson's not Dave Wannstedt. Caleb Williams has more gas in the tank than Eric Kramer ever did. And even with some ups and downs, this defense is good enough to keep us in games while the offense figures things out. So, what does this mean for the future? If the Bears can sustain this offensive production, we're not just talking playoffs, we're talking contenders in the NFC. Because let's be real, in a conference where the Niners are banged up, the Eagles are inconsistent, and the Cowboys are Well, still the Cowboys, there's a window wide open for Chicago. And isn't that what we've been waiting for? An offense that can go toe-to-toe with anyone? The NFC North picture's crystal clear. The Packers are still trying to figure out what to do with Jordan Love after that massive deal. The Vikings are leaning way too hard on an aging quarterback who could break down any second. The Lions are, well, being the Lions, and here we are with a young, dynamic, ascending offense. And here's the kicker, this offense is doing all this while still being imperfect. Mistakes still happen. Misplays are out there. Troy Aikman pointed that out Monday night, and he's not wrong about some of it. But here's my question, would you rather have a perfect offense that loses, or an imperfect one that finds ways to win? I'll take the second one every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Ben Johnson said it himself, in this league, any way you find to win is a big deal. They know it's not sustainable all year. There are things to clean up. But winning ugly still goes a long way for your team. He gets it. This organization finally gets that ugly wins beat pretty losses any day. And for a franchise that's lost too many pretty ones before, this is a breath of fresh air. So let's recap what we just broke down. A kicker controversy, a rookie breakout, historic records, and I guarantee, there will be more explosive Bears news tomorrow. Because this organization, for the first time in years, is making noise for the right reasons. Now, here's my question to you. On the kicker situation, should the Bears stick with the reliable Cairo Santos once he's back, or roll the dice on the future with Jake Moody? Let me know in the comments. And if you think Santos deserves his job back, hit like. If you're all in on the Moody era, subscribe. As for Luther Burden 3 and DJ Moore's injury, are the Bears ready to hand a rookie a massive role this early? Or should they wait until Moore's at full strength? Drop your thoughts below. And finally, about this historic offensive run, are the 2025 Bears truly different from the 1995 squad? Or are we gearing up for another second half collapse? Is this the real deal or just another tease? I'll tell you this from the heart, you, the Bears family, deserve a winning team. This city's waited long enough for an exciting offense. And I'll be here every day bringing you the latest updates, in-depth analysis, and honest takes on our team, because this isn't just a YouTube channel. This is a community, this is family, and if you want to be part of something special, if you want to be in the loop before anyone else about what's going down at Hollis Hall, you need to subscribe. Smash that subscription button like it's a game-winning field goal. Turn on notifications so you never miss new drops. And share this video with every Bears fan you know, because together, as one big family, we're riding out every moment of this historic season, the highs, the lows, the controversies, the celebrations. Bear down, Chicago. This is just getting started. See you in the next video, family. And remember, in Chicago, we don't play, we win.